it's real. Say, the world just don't know, but they will soon go. This is the anthem for those who stay peace amidst the ruckus. God sends us what we can handle, and look where he stuck us, in the belly. New York, love it and hate it here, but if yeah, I can make it, I can make it anywhere.
I just can't let go. There you go again. And here I come. Yeah. Yo, what's good, y'all? Let's get into it with Amina. Welcome. I got singing, one of my kids in here singing right now, so she kind of had me in singing mode. So please forgive me for butchering, Johnny's song like that. But that's one of my favorites too by him. I swear I love that song. There you go again. And here I come. Okay. Stop it, I'll stop it. I don't know why I could hear like my sister's voices in my head, like, please stop. And my daughter. Because they would be the ones like, please stop. Alright, I got a boy running around, so you're going to hear him. I mean, this is probably one of the noisiest days, and there's only 2 kids awake. One is in here with me, playing with quartz crystals. Yep. Playing with quartz crystals and singing to them while looking at a book called African Princesses. So I'm letting her rock because of her great book choice. But if her singing gets out of control, you will hear me check a girl named Zeri. Alrighty. So we're gonna get right into it. Welcome. If you ain't feel the vibe by now, I don't know what to tell you, child. I'm Amina. I am the CEO of STEAM Holistic Arts, Assistant Director of the Suma Center for Cultural Arts and Healing. And today's a good day. The trees are talking. I wish it was just a tad bit warmer outside, but I mean, I'm grateful. The sun is out, I've been vibing with the trees. I don't even have to go outside and I can vibe with trees. I've been vibing with trees since I was a kid, a little kid. And I've been hugging trees since I was a little kid. So today I want to recommend that everybody find a tree to hug. I was going to channel trees today for beliefs. In fact, 2 days ago, but I could not figure out what the message was. And every time I meditated and I sat down to talk about it, I still couldn't get a message. So finally it came to me like, yo, tree medicine. That's the first thing I heard in my head, tree medicine. And then like I saw a photo of myself. It was like the first time I was going to Guinea to meet my fiance. Not the first time I was going to Guinea, the first time I was going to meet him. And I was with one of my god sisters, and I told her, take a picture of me, because I wanted to hug the specific tree, but I kept missing the opportunity. And in New York, you look real crazy hugging a tree. In New York City, most people will be looking at you like, okay, she just got out of the crazy house, or she need to get checked in. Not too many nature fanatics there, or that, fanatics that will hug a tree in the middle of the hood. So anyway, boy, you didn't drink your juice. He's trying to be slick. He don't want this. He don't want this juicy juice. Good luck, boy. Anyway, sorry, I took a drink. Juice. Anyway, so right, I told her to my god sister to take a photo of me hugging a tree. And I remember I saw that photo recently. So it just came to me, tree medicine. Anybody, you feeling off balance, you're feeling low energy, you're feeling nervous, anxious, especially if you're feeling anxious, go hug a tree. We need to have National Hug a Tree Day. I know there's Tree Day, which is Arbor Day, I believe. But we need a day Not just when we plant the tree, but where we get some of that tree love. Because we live our lives similar to trees. For example, the same transformations they go through, we would like to go through. They just do it easier. So we need to look at trees for how they just release leaves. These are dead and gone. Why am I going to keep them hanging onto my branches? For what? They're shriveled up, they're dry, and they let them gracefully and gently, when their time comes, fall to the earth. And new ones grow in its place. And they are faithful and trusting in that every season this will occur. Sometimes flowers bloom, depending on the time of year. They're always open to receive. Their energy is always elevated, pointing up to the heavens, to the sun, reaching for the sun. And if they're not reaching for the sun, then they're hanging downwards and they're reaching for Mama Earth. They find this great balance between heaven and earth. They are strong and resilient. They persevere through so much different weathers. And the only thing that takes them out besides time, which it usually takes quite a long time, some trees could be around for billions of years, is fire and human beings coming along and chopping them down. Other than that, trees are very resilient. But even within fire, they can be born again in some other form. They're always able to rejuvenate, and I really feel like there's so much we can learn from them. When I hugged that tree that day, my god sister was like, you don't know how happy you looked. She don't know how good I felt. It felt like, yes. And I just held on, and I felt myself smiling, and it just really felt good. Like unconditional love. That's what it felt like. No judgment, no sexual thoughts. Like, sometimes you could hug another person and you got to worry about all these things. Like, I hope they know I'm hugging them as a friend, or I hope this person, they not thinking I want them in no sort of way. It's just a friendly hug. You got to think about if they got different germs on them. Like, oh, I hope this person's clean. These are, well, maybe y'all don't think about that. These are some things that go through my head depending on who I'm hugging and what I got on and the time of day and all of that stuff. But anyway, when you hug a tree, none of that goes through your head. You're just like, all I did was I looked at the bark to make sure it wasn't going to be no guests with me, like little bugs crawling around. Dusted off the little spot, put my cheek there, wrapped my arms around the trunk, and just took in that love and light energy. And I suggest everybody find some time at least once a month to go out and hug a tree. And I'm dead ass. Don't think I'm joking. Like, she just talking shit. I'm dead ass. Go out and hug a tree. That's your belief topic for today is tree medicine. I'm not going to be competing with you now. Thank you. Sorry, the other girl having her own private podcast behind me was getting really loud. Anyway, so that's the message for today, y'all. Whether you believe it or not, you can get healing through the trees. And I feel like you can activate Akashic records through them. Even just sitting under a tree and leaning up against it and reading or resting or relaxing or meditating. Do it. Trees are like, it's like, I look at trees like, all right, hold on. Okay. Like I was saying, before I was interrupted by the singing girl behind me, trees to me are like the arms of Mama Earth. Like her arms stretching up, maybe fingers. I feel more like arms. Okay, that girl had to get kicked out. I didn't want to have to cut this session and go out and hug a tree so I could forgive myself for spanking a little girl. She was like bugging out just now. Y'all ain't see what she was doing. She was putting my crystal in her mouth, and she know better than that. Anyway. Who's Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, trees are the arms of Mama Earth reaching up. the branches are the fingertips. That's how I see it. And give a hug, get a hug, get some love. Do it. I guess on that note, I said enough on that topic. But really, there's no channeled message except for what I just said. Hug a tree. Hug a tree. I don't care if it's winter where you at or snow out. Hug a tree. I'm telling you, just do it. You'll thank me later. Okay? You'll thank me later. I swear, you'll be in my comments. Please, if you hug a tree, y'all go do it. Write in my comments what you felt in the moment and afterwards. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. You could be in the middle of the ghetto somewhere. You could be in the middle of a desert, dying for water somewhere. You stop and you hug a tree. I'm telling you, the vibe, the energy, the boost you get will be amazing. Now we're going to get into this pick a card reading. All right. So we got 3-card pick-a-pal. Let me turn this music down just a little bit. And today I could really, when I came up with this, I couldn't think of a title. So who knows? By the time I posted it, I might have had a title. But this reading today is like, if you cut some folks off or you cut somebody off, like, did it resolve things? Were you right? What are they thinking now? Where should you be moving to? Moving forward into? What did they bring into your life? Stuff like that. All about like taking on that same action that I was just saying trees do, whereas trees will let leaves just go. And that's why I felt like trees would be the best to give me information on this. So I'm using every one of my tree oracle decks and the Circle of Life Tarot. So I feel like it will be a great connect to the energy of trees and releasing and letting go. And my son is really loud right now. Maybe I should have postponed doing this till later, but I know I'll probably be tired later. I have my class at 4 o'clock, my session with my Unleash Your Energy peeps. Shout out to them. And then I'm doing my last weekly forecast in my Facebook private group. After today, the weekly forecast will be available through Patreon for $5.55 a month, which is cheaper than paying $5 a week to get those personal card pulls. So you might as well just subscribe. If you're already subscribed and you're not up, you're above the first tier, then it's already included in your subscription. But anyway, if you subscribe to the first tier, it's $5.55 a month, and you $5.55, and you get the weekly forecast, a general weekly forecast. All right, so we got 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. Pile number 1 is represented by this item here. Pile 2 is represented by this item. And pile 3 is represented by this item. I usually have the top cards flipped up. I'm not doing that today. I decided to go back to my old school way where you just choose by object. This is also a good reading for those who are healing from a loss. Like maybe you had to cut somebody off and you didn't really want to. This will help you there too. Give you a little bit of some insight and some closure and some clarity. Clarity and closure. I meant to say it the other way around. So on that note, let's get into it with Amina, and I'll see you at pile number 1. Hey pile 1s. All right, so you were drawn to this pyramid, which has amethyst in it and a copper wire tree with blue apatite crystals on it. When this was sold to me, it was supposed to bring you true love, So I don't know, you may be here because you had to cut off somebody you used to be messing with, or you dated, or you an ex, or it could be someone that's a family member who you really, really felt like you guys had quite a bond. Or it's someone you spent many, many, many years with, I feel, and was very close to. I felt very, very close to. Or they've known you for many, many years. Okay. I don't feel like this is someone that's new in your life. And I do feel like this is someone that could be someone that was very dear to your heart. Okay, so I'm going to use, these are your advice cards, so they are last. First we ask, so you cut them off. What did this heal for you, if anything? What did this heal? So we have Beeth Birch. Now I'm going to tell y'all now, I'm going to be in the books hardcore for these cards. I haven't used them since forever, and I don't remember what each of these leaves are. Now that did come out reverse, so I think I'm supposed to leave it the way it came out. Whenever I see the number 1, though, it makes me think like magician energy, the ability to call in light and love and whatever it is you need. I might need to turn on the light because this thing is, yeah. Oh shoot, I don't even have my light plugged in. Forgive me, you guys. This is like an easygoing reading day, I guess. I was not prepared. All right, so let me see. Oops, I'm sorry. That's the Beeth Birch. I hope I'm saying it right. Am I overlooking it? I don't see it here in the contents. Yeah. Am I looking in the right book? No, this is the Celtic Tree Oracle. A Kiki. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking in the wrong freaking book. Okay. Please forgive me. That was a huge waste of time. I don't know if I'm going to edit that out or keep that moment of stupidity in. Okay, so I'm like, I don't see it here. All right, so the keywords for this card is endings and new beginnings. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I guess this was something that needed to come to an end so that something new could be born here. It was like a cleansing, a purification. Yes, you did heal. Or it did call in a healing, letting this person go, cutting them off. It helped you to release old patterns. It just really, really was a need to shed the old. And I knew I felt this was someone that had been around or in your vibration for a very long time. So it does feel like it's someone that you might have been reluctant to let go of. So maybe you're here because you're questioning, was I right? Blah, blah, blah. They're saying it's something that you needed to do. I am getting the feeling that it was a need for this to be released. It's an old pattern to be codependent on this person or vice versa. They weren't a great influence on you emotionally, or in any way. Yeah. Also, for some of you, you may not be healing quickly because you're still holding on to whatever this person did to you. And that is also part of the healing process, being able to forgive and let that go. All right. So, yeah, just get that in order. You really, really, really need to release whatever this person did or whatever you feel wronged about. Let that go so that you can move forward. Okay. So I had to turn that light on because I could not see the book. Okay. So does this person deserve another chance? Like, were you too hasty? So we have camphor, hazel, and Scots pine. Okay, look at that here. Sometimes I'll be coming up with my layouts as I go, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay. Now it's the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. So let's see. You got camphor. Does this person deserve another chance? I don't know. What I'm seeing so far is giving me maybe you were a little hasty. You know what I'm hearing? Maybe they didn't have to be cut off to the extent that they were cut off. They did need to be removed from your life. Yes, you did the right thing by letting them go. Yeah, because camphor's coming through as clarity. You were clear. All right. Maybe you just need a little clarity right now as far as that's concerned, but there was nothing wrong with letting this person go, getting them out of your vibration. However, what I'm hearing is perhaps the way you did it, maybe you completely block them so that they can't interact with you or see you at all, and maybe you didn't have to go to that extent, but or maybe you use some words or form of communication that could have really been a little bit more than what was necessary, because it looks like two of these cards are coming under the tree trunk energy, which is for healing. So there is a huge need for healing before jumping to this. Yeah. And then the card in the center is wisdom, hazel, and it's reversed. So let me take a look at that too. It's about boundaries. So apparently they're saying, yeah, maybe you were a little too harsh, but you should set up boundaries with this person. It was a good idea. It just was a little extreme. Maybe the boundaries you set up was like, you are completely out of my life. I never want to see you. I don't want to see anything about you. I don't want to see your face go by on my Facebook, whatever. Okay. Or maybe that's just how they feel, Sometimes their guides could show up to influence the read too on their behalf, or especially if you guys have a soul contract together where you're supposed to be completing some kind of lesson or gaining some kind of wisdom. So it says here inversed, are you becoming too self-contained? Have you built an emotional wall around yourself that keeps other people at bay? And if so, why? Perhaps you need to gradually increase your trust in people and to become less anxious and uncertain. So yeah, dealing with this situation, you might have built your boundaries up so high that now nobody is getting through. Nobody, you don't trust anybody now. And they're saying, bring that down a bit, but that's going to take forgiveness. That's going to take healing. That comes in time. So I do feel like be patient with yourself as you go through the process. This does feel like someone that you knew for a very long time. So, and then you got Scots pine. Are you building the life you want, or do you feel dissatisfied because something is not working out in the way you would like? Look beyond the day-to-day difficulties to gain a clearer view of where and how you need to make changes. So I do feel like it looks like harsh conditions here too. Like you're snowed in, it's freezing. So letting go of this person, it does feel like it was a lot more like a cleansing. Like, yes, that feels so light. I feel so airy, where before you felt like you were stuck to an extent and trying to create your own life and thrive. See how the lights are there. Like you're trying to thrive in the harsh weather that you were in. So yeah, I think you get the point with that one. Right move, a little extreme, but yeah, they needed to go. Okay. Sacred Forest Oracle. So how have you upgraded vibrationally since you've done this? And you have Water Spirit, manifesting dreams. So you've been more focused on, bringing what you want into fruition. And you're getting assistance with that at this time. That's how you're upgrading. He said, "Want to know what I'm doing since cutting you off? I'm manifesting my dreams." Spirit guardian of spring activation. So yeah, you're just activating all your gifts at this time. You're like, this person really had you feeling in winter for quite some time, and now it looks like the spring. It just looks like happiness, joy, magic. With the swan here, swan always makes me think rebirth, like just going from one type to looking like something totally different, reinventing yourself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, do they think of you still? What do they feel? Let's see what the tree angels got to say about that. Myrrh. I don't know why I said mirror. Myrrh. This did come through reverse. I'm not sure if this deck takes reversal, so I'm going to leave it like this for now. And Alder. I love these cards. They're so pretty. My two favorite energies, trees and angels. Okay, so we got 30, 35, 36, 46. You have a lot of numbers that repeated in this pile. That's why I wanted to point that out. When I look at these two cards, do they think of you still? I think so. I think so. The energy is very old. This may have been somebody you had past lifetimes with. Let me see what we got here. Myrrh is usually used in like religious ceremonies and temples. It just makes me think like this was some kind of a spiritual union. Just past lifetime vibes here. And I do get a masculine and a feminine. So either, I feel like these are two different sexes, genders going on. Either you're the feminine or you're the masculine and the other person's the feminine. Or, vice versa. Y'all get it. All right. So, let's see. Okay, so they don't do reversals in the angel deck. So it says, the Myrrh's angel's mentor is Mercury, who is of course also the god of commerce, as well as being the winged messenger between gods and humans. Yeah, that makes me also think how this has a lot to do with communication, and that I feel like this person wants to communicate. They would love to talk to you if they could. They really, really want an opportunity to communicate. They want you to cultivate, I'm sorry. My son is throwing me off with his yelling. Anyway, they're saying that this person would like to thank you. They want to cultivate gratitude at this time. Maybe on one aspect, they feel like they showed you an arrogance or an egotistical side of themselves, but they're a very proud person, and they would like to show you that really they were grateful for anything you did for them, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and then there's a poem here. It says, be aroused, devoted heart, and send a prayer. It is time to give thanks and send blessings to all of creation. Love rises higher than devotional smoke and wraps the entire earth as wide as the heart. And then for Alder, her secret abilities lie in non-attachment to everything except the ground on which she stands. It is through this that she teaches us the gentle and essential art of release, of letting go. So this person is working through letting you go. They think about you, yes. They would love to let you know how grateful they are for everything you've ever done for them. But they are at a point now where they are releasing this relationship or situation between you guys and are moving forward. All right. And that's, maybe you should give them the opportunity to speak and say whatever it is they want to say, because it does feel like it's ingratitude. And they see where they were wrong. Wow, my son is doing it today, man. Like, yeah, could you get any louder? Okay. Since he's probably watching stuff on Netflix, I just told him he couldn't watch. Like Barbarians at the age of 8. Anyway. All right, so what did they bring into your life? What vibration? You know, it's always nice to see what someone brought into the relationship you had with them, because then you can grow from the situation, you know, and see where you've grown. So you have the Magician card coming through. I'm sorry, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm always confused with this deck. Believe this is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And y'all know I double check. I will check. We have, is this another ace? The Ace of Swords? Put that right here. And I'm about to say, if this is another ace, yo, the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like this person brought situations for you to get into a energy of gain. Maybe they were lack-minded and they inspired you to get into an energy of gratitude and of wealth, to call in opportunities of wealth for yourself. They triggered you into also getting into a vibration where you listen to your intuition, your inner knowing. You may have had kids with this person, or created projects and did work together in some sort of way where something, you grew something together and gave birth to something, or maybe you helped them go through a rebirth, is what I'm hearing also. And they also helped you be able to vibrate to an energy where you are just transparent. Your emotions are not hidden. You're able to just be like, this is what I feel, and ride with that. So let me get you some advice. This feels like it took forever for me because I had to stop and deal with my kids, but hopefully y'all didn't even feel none of that. Okay. So your advice comes from my homemade deck called The Forest's Edge. Your first card says palm wine. Why does this make me think of the song Red, Red Wine? Stay close to me. Okay. And that's not what you want. You want to let this person go. But they might feel like they don't want you to go. It says some things aren't as they seem. What seems like a bitter sweet end, what seems like a bitter end is really a mixed blessing. So you're being told to realize, the trees want you to realize that, yeah, it might have felt like, you know, it might feel like right now this is something difficult. This is a terrible way for things to end, but it's kind of a mixed blessing. Maybe had you not cut things off when you did, the way you did, it might have gotten worse. So even though you're being told that you possibly didn't have to go to the extreme you went to, they're letting you know that it might have been for the best at this time as well. And just a mixed blessing that things are wrapping up with this person, even though you might feel bad about the situation. And you have the Woods. All will soon be revealed if you're feeling lost. So yeah, you'll soon see. Maybe you really did depend on this person for things. They helped you out with a lot of stuff in your life, and now, or vice versa. Either way, everything will be revealed soon. You'll be clear. They'll be clear. It just feels like this is being cleaned up. This is being, yeah, you got the sword, the pentacle, you got water. It just feels like everything is being purified and healed and transformed at this time. That's the word I'm looking for. Transformed. So I hope this made sense to y'all. I hope I wasn't sounding like I was rambling, or, you know, I'm still, these cards, like, I feel them. I channel them. However, I like to go to the book because I'm still new to them. But I hope that didn't take up too much of your time. I hope I will see you all again. You'll give me a thumbs up. And I'm going to move to pile number 2 after sending y'all lots of peaceful energy, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Bye. Hey, pile 2. What's good? You were drawn to this palo stick. You know, I was trying to get objects that all represented a tree in some way, shape, or form. This palo stick was recently used, as you can tell, to get rid of some terrible energy that was a brewing. Somebody was arguing in my home, not with me, but my name was coming up, but they were arguing with someone else, and I felt my nerves were feeling anxious, and I needed a way to get myself to keep my mouth shut and mind my business. You know, even though my name was coming up, I said, Mercury's in retrograde. If I say anything, it's going to be taken crazy. I'm not going to even get involved. I'm going to let them have their little whatever, and I'm going to stay quiet. And that worked to my benefit. And so I do feel like with this pile here, maybe you need to open up the throat chakra. Maybe you need to clear the energy in your home. But I do feel like this might be a pile for people who had to cut off people who are just, the energy was just toxic. Just very toxic. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Weird energy. People that you could never be sure of their motive. That's what I feel like. Like, are you my friend? Do you love me? Like those type of people. And that's just what I really feel for this group here. That you might have had to really cut some people off. Like cut off people that really you couldn't even be sure if they meant you well. Like after a while. Yeah, send y'all some of that too. Maybe they was sending you the evil eye after and angry. This pile just feels like the parting of ways, there was anger around it. More so than sadness. There were people who were really angry about it, I feel. Maybe the person you cut off. Okay, I'm going to bring you some light energy into this reading. With my quartz crystal. Okay. Let's bring this in here too. Okay, so let's see what's up. We got your advice cards. I'm going to put them over here. They're last. And let's get cracking. You cut them off. What did this heal? Did it heal anything? Okay, you got Strafe Blackthorn. Card number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. It gives me a feeling of a transition. This might have felt life-changing to cut this person off. Maybe this is somebody who you never, ever, ever saw yourself cutting off, or they never saw you cutting them off. Beautiful flower, though. So I'd love to hear what this card is saying. Wow. Exactly what I said in the beginning. What I felt. Why was I burnt that palo. I told you why. Because I was feeling anxious at the time. It was some fighting going on in my house or arguing. I was unsettled. And this card here says you are in need of protection. Okay. So this does feel like you had to worry about cutting this person off. The repercussions, how they were going to act towards you once you cut them off. Yeah, what they would do, maybe black magic type energy with this person, talking about you behind your back, gossip like energy. I just feel like this was somebody you had to, you have to set boundaries with. You had to call in spiritual strength. It just feels like this person was really, really not happy with you walking away from them or cutting them off. This tree energy helped you to set strong boundaries. And that's what healed. That's what healed when you let them go, was the boundaries that you had let down, that they had kind of crushed, that they had kind of took advantage of, to the point where, you know, you were very vulnerable to them. Yeah, you had to make a heavy duty change so that you could grow. And you were asked to let go of people and situations, as well as self-defeating beliefs and attitudes that you probably had due to this not working. You had to realize you couldn't change others or the situation, but you could change yourself. You had to let go of wanting revenge or lashing out. This person got their karma anyway. So you can let go of any animosity, judgment, and resentment, okay? Don't hold on to that. You're getting support and spiritual strength. Your guides are with you. So don't even worry about that. This person whose vibe is up. So it says, I'm the strong and impenetrable blackthorn. I challenge you to see any difficulty you may be experiencing as an opportunity to let go of a pattern that is harmful to you or is holding you back from growth and maturity. You may resist, but the sooner you look to your own attitudes and beliefs, the sooner you can get on with your life. When you run into trouble, look into your own mind, heart, and soul. Put your attention on what you are learning and what is required of you. Seek the higher road. Apply patience and be kind to yourself and others. Breathe deeply and know that this too shall pass. Amen. Amin. Ashe. I'm telling you, wow. So in sync with your opening read. So does this person deserve another chance? I'm thinking not. But let's see. Were you too hasty? Maybe you cut them off too hard in a harsh way. Do they deserve another chance? We have Coast Redwood coming through reversed. We have Eucalyptus coming through reversed. And we have Bristlecone Pine coming through reverse. That is a big no about giving this person another chance. They don't deserve another chance at all. Eucalyptus is usually pretty soothing and healing, and it's reverse. You know, yeah, it's just pretty much really showing that this person is a no-go. They were they're where they need to be, not in your vibration. So let me see what else we get for these trees. You got a lot of trunks here. In fact, Coast Redwood is trunk. Let me see a bristlecone pine. Bristlecone pine. Where is it? Wait a minute. Y'all, I just looked over it twice. It's at roots. So bristlecone pine is roots. It's being. You have the Coast Redwood, which is the trunk, healing. So we have healing and being. And what's in the middle with eucalyptus? That is leaf, wisdom. The first group had their wisdom in the middle. So let's see what we got. So coastal redwood, we're going to start with that first, which is growth. And that is reversed. So I really feel like going backwards to this person is going to like stop you from growing. It's going to stop you from moving forward. Life brings many joys, but it can also bring challenges. Do your utmost to rise to them and reassure yourself with the knowledge that you have encountered them for a reason and your soul has matured and developed as a result. So you do not need to go backwards because at this time, you have the knowledge from the things that you have already encountered dealing with this person. There's no need to go back. Continue your growth forward, onward and forward. But I'm going to read them all. Eucalyptus is balance and it's reversed. So what's that telling you? That speaks for itself. Okay. Are you being too cautious and careful about making the right decisions? Although it is wise to weigh up the pros and cons of each of your options, it's not helpful to become so anxious about them that you rid yourself of all spontaneity. So yeah, it was fine the way you did it. I'm feeling like you cut this person off and they were surprised with the spontaneity. It just made me feel like you hit them back with the energy they hit you with. With this meaning balance, it just made me feel like they got a taste of their medicine. Like something they have done to you, you did to them. And they were like, what? And you're like second guessing now? Don't even second guess. Like, I'm glad you didn't. You must not have. Or if you're thinking about cutting this person off and you haven't done it yet, just do it. Don't even, just do it. There's something that just needs to be, you just need to do it. And then the last one, bristlecone pine, is persistence. Persistence. So, let me see. This is a good time to limit your losses, especially if things are not going the way you want. Perhaps you need to reduce some of your plans or adapt them to fit your changing circumstances. Remember that sometimes simplicity is best. So I do feel like maybe you guys were doing something together that maybe you felt like it's going to come to a stop when you did this. Nope. Everything is going to keep on going. You just have to change your plans, switch things up to fit what path you are going down now. Bristlecone pine is known for its longevity. So you are very strong. This relationship feels like it was very strong. It was one that might have been very persistent, on and off, on and off. If it was a love relationship, if it was a friendship even, it feels like somebody that maybe you didn't see them all the time, but when they did come around, y'all were like buddies until whatever happened that made you finally say it's a wrap. Okay, but yeah, this person doesn't deserve another chance. How have you upgraded vibrationally since doing this? Earth spirit, stability. You've been way more stable, and I mean emotionally and mentally. You're focused on your growth, and your beauty is shining through. Like, you're looking really good. Wise woman of the grove, grace. I want to look in the book for this card. This card just made me feel like an ancestor peeked through and said, I got a message. Let me see what she wants to say. Okay. Wow. But you got 4s here, 14, 49, 14 again. So 4 may be a great number for you at this time. My music is switching. Hold on. How's it switching? That was like a 3-hour joint. Oops. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit all of this because I'm clicking on stuff that, I don't know, YouTube might try to come after me for. By mistake, though. Okay. So, we have Wise Woman of the Grove. This card is so dope. Grace. And it says, the Wise Woman of the Grove steps forward and hands you an intricately carved wooden box. This is my gift to you. Guard it well. With care, you open the box. Inside rests a perfect ruby. It sparkles in the light. This is a joy activator, she says. Hold it to your heart, and all around you, in all directions, all beings will relax and find joy in the moment. Joy is the great gift that you can give another. It is a gift of grace. Wow. So that's how you've upgraded vibrationally. Your vibration is one of happiness, of joy, and of being very stable. You can relax. You can let go. Your path is being guided at this time. It's like it says spiritual nobility is growing within you. The spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. Kindly honor the truth of others, even if you don't agree with or know better. Or if you know better, the Creator knows the truth. So don't even worry about it. Wow. You're in the energy of just grace. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Do they think of you still? And what do they feel? Do we care? Let's see. We have Elder. and Hornbeam. In fact, Hornbeam looks like he's very much deep in thought. Interesting. So, Elder and Hornbeam. Another two cards where it's a feminine and a masculine energy. Very interesting. I'm going to go to the book for these. Elder and Hornbeam are making me feel like they think about you very deeply, and to the point where I feel like they pull at your energy. Elder is looking dead in my face, and Hornbeam is like looking off, like to the heavens. It just really makes me feel like two energies really, really thinking, really, really trying to send out energy. But the Elder has withdrawn. So it does feel like this person may spend a lot of time alone, or when they can be alone, that's when they're thinking about you. If we shut ourselves off from the sweet river of abundance, our flow of generosity becomes inhibited and we develop neediness on many levels. Insatiable hunger and compulsive desires lead to greed and the envy of others. This leads to mental stagnation and a lack of self-worth. Illness and unhappiness lie in wait for us as a result. This is what I feel this person is going through since you walked away from them. Wow. It's somebody who really, really was into material and would exploit others to get it. Unbelievable. I don't like that. This person's energy at all. At all, at all. All right. Hornbeam. Well, I told you that vibe really felt like this person is still like trying to vibe, trying to send you energy. They're just, yeah, do not let this vibe back in. Hornbeam protects our spiritual motives, gives us insight and self-awareness, and imparts good sense and sincere intentions. For the hornbeam to live a simple and modest life is enough, like a Zen master living by the maxim: before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. Practical and with secure roots, it knows its job and finds fulfillment in the task itself. Hornbeam is the silent servant and serves the silence. Spirit is the master, and Hornbeam guards the master's chamber. If the angel of Hornbeam is expelled from its rightful place, we cannot perceive boundaries, with the result that we ignore the needs of others to have our own space, to have their own space. Furthermore, we begin to deny the spiritual aspect of nature. So it does feel like this person has a little bit of a denial in their heart that you are completely done with them. A part of them still feels you guys are spiritually connected. And it's like they're holding space for you. It feels like they're guarding this space. Like they're not going to let anybody else in unless it's you. They really feel like you guys are supposed to be together. This is creepy. If this is a friend, it's like single white female feelings. You know that movie, back in the day movie? And if this was an ex-lover, it's like somebody who really, really, really was surprised. Like they really felt like they had you like this. Like you wasn't going nowhere. They're really shocked. Okay. What did they bring into your life or your vibration? What did they bring? Six of Pentacles. So you might have had children with this person, or just knew them in your youth. Maybe you had a lot of memories in your childhood with this person. Maybe they made you feel very taken care of and comfortable and nurtured. Maybe you had an absent mother, absent dad, and this person kind of filled that void. The Four of Swords. But something healing about this union, or that made you focus on your healing. Because I do feel like perhaps with this person or with them in your energy, it drew your attention to the fact that you needed to become more spiritual. You needed to get more grounded. You needed to really, really withdraw your energy. and pay attention to it. And then the Nine of Cups. This person showed you what your wish fulfillment was, what you really need and want. And maybe at one point you thought this person was your wish fulfillment. You thought they were the end all be all, the greatest friend ever, the greatest lover ever. And you realized by being in the relationship you were with this person exactly what your wish fulfillment was and looked like. Now I'm going to give you some advice. It says dead end. Stop here. Don't try to push through. There is a better way forward. So yeah, you hit a dead end with this person. There was no way to keep going forward with them. So don't feel bad. There's a better way, and it's being revealed to you at this time. And then you have money comes easy, the money tree. So perhaps with this person, there's somebody who really, it feels like had a big interest in material things and material wealth and material. And maybe that's what happened between y'all, issues with money. But whatever the case may be, your advice is that you ain't got to worry about that or whatever they thought about your financial situation, because money is going to flow towards you. Money is going to be coming in very easy for you. And I think that it's already starting for some of you. And I think that this person may see it and want to be down. So be aware of that. Six of Pentacles always gives me the energy of someone who could decide they want to come back around and say, hey, I'm sorry, and try to, get back into your vibration. Keep this person out. They're gone. Good. All right. I love y'all, my pal twos. And please give me a thumbs up today if this resonated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Look in the descriptions for details on how you can work with me further and also book private sessions, as well as the links to my new books. One is an old book, came out last year, but it's all about love on a whole nother level. And the second book is a journal for those who want to manifest exactly what they want in this world. I got y'all. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff. All right, laters. Hey, pal threes. All right, so here's your reading. You were drawn to the once lit candle. This feels like an ex, or it just feels like something that was once hot that just fizzled out. Something that was once lit, something that felt really good, burning out. And it doesn't even feel like it burnt out. I feel like it was blown out. Like somebody was just like, nah, whew, like this ain't what it is. This ain't where it's at. If you're here based off of a friendship, then this was a friendship that initially it really felt like this person got you going, like made you, motivated you is what I'm hearing, only for you to realize, and it's a dub. So these two cards are your advice. They go last. And let's set it off. You cut them off. What did this heal? I can't say this word. Huwath Hawthorne. I hope I said that right. I did my best. Huwatha. I'm going to say Huwath Hawthorne. Okay. So let me see. These Celtic trees is a little difficult. All right. So I need a little light so I can read what this tree says in this book. We got another one about cleansing. Cleansing and purification, abstinence. Okay, so it does feel like maybe you felt like you were married to this person, or y'all had some kind of really, really sacred bond. It just feels like it just feels like this was, and if it was your friend, it just feels like it was a really, really sacred bond. If you were married, it does feel like it was something you thought was going to be forever. But it does feel like the heat died out. I see abstinence and chastity. So it does feel like maybe there wasn't much sexual activity after some time. There was a dying out of a sexual or intimate attraction. Maybe it was more fire, anger, and rage than fiery passion that caused that to happen. Yeah, you have to get ready for a new birth. There's like something from this that you really are clearing and getting together. You need to purify yourself and prepare for like there's something coming for you, either a new community of people, a new union, like in marriage. It just feels like you and something else is about to come together, and you really have to clean up whatever this situation was. It feels like this situation is lingering. Okay, the vibe is lingering. What else we got here? Yeah, you have to learn to let go of what no longer serves you. It does feel like this is something that has not served you, and you just kept it around and in your mind and in your body. You have got to do a spring cleansing. When are you going to do your cleansing? And I'm almost talking to myself with this one, because I've been putting off a cleansing for the last few months, a spiritual cleansing. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to take that as a message to myself too. But it's time to clean up simple things like clean out your closet, get rid of the things that belong to this person, get rid of stuff that reminds you of this person, clean up house, clean up the files on your computer, let go of the things that no longer serve you and make room for new things to come in. Also, let go of the old stories that are painful. Forgive. You're encouraged to set aside quiet time and go within. Okay. So I feel like they're saying there's still more healing that needs to be done here. Or whatever relationship this was, there's still more healing that needs to be done here. Because there's still some old thought patterns that are stuck in here, unhelpful emotional patterns and things. And it does feel like you're ready to let go of them, but you have to be careful that you don't fall into these ruts again. Yeah. It's a time to have self-control. Clean up your act. Clean up your altar. Spend time recreating the energy around you and in your home. All right. It's a time for you to purify. It's a time for you to fast if you didn't do Ramadan, which I did not. And I felt bad the whole time because my fiance was. So I was like, why am I not doing it? But it's a time for prayer, meditation, and abstinence from sex or overindulgence. So yeah, it's time for you to really heal from this. In order to do that, you really have to clean up everything and reconnect to the magic and the mystery of nature. Okay? Reconnect to unseen realms of the elementals. Reconnect to the mythical world of dragons and unicorns, and close your eyes and go within and recall what it felt like to be a child and see the world through innocent eyes and with a joyful heart. Play. Maybe play with your kids, but do something that will take your mind off of this and out of the same thinking pattern that perhaps this relationship caused. All right, so we have, does this person deserve another chance? Ooh, okay, let's try that again. Does this person deserve another chance? We have Sugi, and I don't know if this was upright or upside down before, but if it wasn't, it flipped itself. So we got the Sugi tree. Or trunk. We have horse chestnut. Here comes my son to bring the ruckus. All right, you gotta wait. And stop making so much noise out there, Aye. And baobab tree, one of my favorite trees, and it's reversed. I do feel like they are saying that this person could possibly deserve another chance. I don't know if they deserve it, but I do feel like they're saying you can offer it another chance. And that's not to say to let them back in. What I am feeling like is another chance to be friends, or to be civil, because I do feel like this was a very heated ending. Maybe you guys don't speak. Let's see. So we got Sugi first. Sugi is roots. I thought that was a trunk. Baobab is roots as well. What about horse chestnut? That got to be flower, fruits, and seeds. No, it's not. It's leaf. So we have roots, and leaf. Leaf is wisdom. Roots is being. So the first root is about sacredness. The second root, survival. Horse chestnut is consideration. So you can consider this. That's the message I'm getting. Is like, maybe there's something with this person that you need them, with survival being in there. But it does feel like maybe you need to consider some things when it comes to whether or not this union should be, worked on. So yeah, I was cut off in the midst of saying that it does feel like there is some things that can be, it's not saying you guys should get back together, like work on things to get together, be friends again, be a couple again. But what I am getting a vibe is that there are some things that can be worked on so that you guys can get along better, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So Sugi says, Sugi is a root, baobab is a root, horse chestnut is a leaf. So you got being, and wisdom. All right. Sugi is sacredness. Horse chestnut is consideration. And baobab is, what was baobab? Well, we'll get to it. All right. So Sugi is saying someone's behavior is troubling you. Obviously, that's why you cut them off. Perhaps you feel that they should be behaving differently or that you don't understand their motives. Try to rise above these difficulties and to see their true spiritual nature instead. So you're being asked to, pretty much try to ignore, or not really ignore, but rise above, as they said, any issues with this person, any arguments, any little problems that may arise, and see their spiritual self, see who they truly are, in hopes that maybe that can help this situation that feels like it's a little bit of a tumultuous energy and vibration here. Let's go to horse chestnut, which is consideration. Okay. So horse chestnut says, something is puzzling you. God, it just keeps saying you're confused. Okay. Hold it up to the light of careful thought and do not be in such of a hurry to solve the conundrum. Sometimes the answer is slow to arrive, so do your best to be patient. Yeah, they are pretty much really saying, you can be a little patient with this person. Perhaps you were a little hasty with your reaction. It is natural, though, to guard yourself and your emotions and your feelings, so don't beat yourself up for that. But I do feel like perhaps at some time or some point, you and this person will come together or need to come together to settle some things. There is an aspect of needing each other in some way, shape, or form. We have the baobab here reversed. The baobab is survival. Yeah. So let's see. And it says there's no need to feel lost and alone or to believe that every day is a battle for survival. Don't make life harder for yourself by dwelling on things that are negative or which depress you. Stay focused and optimistic. So, yeah, maybe you're focusing on the negatives, on the bads, things about this relationship. And perhaps there are some good stories that you could tell from this relationship instead of focusing on things that caused anger and rage. maybe that will help you to see this person in a different light and be able to maybe talk things out, at least so that you guys can become friends. It does feel like there was a sacred bond or union here that went left. Maybe you guys just were not compatible, or you ended up outgrowing each other energetically. That can sometimes become very tumultuous when one person elevates and another one does not, because they can tend to blame each other for whatever they're experiencing. The one that's elevating will blame the other one, like, you're holding me back. And the one that's not elevating will feel like you're trying to leave me behind. So yeah, that. So how have you upgraded vibrationally since you cut this person off? Oh, Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. Well, it does feel like you have found your niche or your sacred space, and a way to go within or connect to light is what I'm feeling. Connect to source. Beer spirit healing. Okay, so there you have it. You have upgraded vibrationally by being not only being able to find refuge within the Most High and within the earth and nature all around you, but you've also been a refuge to others, I'm hearing. You've also been a huge part in the healing of others while also healing yourself. So this is the things in your vibration that have really, really blossomed. It does feel like a gift of healing has come through. All right. Do they think of you still, and what do they feel? We have birch. And ginkgo. Beautiful card. The first time where it feels like two feminine energies. So let's see. We got 0 here, which always makes me feel like the Fool card. Trusting, leap of faith. And then you have 33, which is a master number for manifesting. I don't know if this person wanted to manifest you back in, or they're just throwing cares to the wind and just having faith. So with birch, I have to turn this light on again. Sorry, guys, for the lights going on and off. But Amina need to get some damn glasses. She in denial. All right. So it's a youthful energy to birch. I felt that next to like an ancient energy. But the birch's presence helps us to let go of the past. And I hope I'm saying that right. And y'all not laughing going, it's Burke. If it is, I'm sorry. Burke. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. It helps us to let go of the past, purify ourselves, and start afresh with an open heart and open arms. Don't cling on to outmoded ideas, feelings of guilt, or construction. Free yourself from the expectations of others and those you place on yourself. You're so much more than the limited picture you have of yourself. Hide nothing, be fearless, accept and flow with the changes, sway in the breeze, bathe in the light, and create yourself anew. That's what you and this person need to be doing. However, what I feel is this person is feeling numb and stiff sometimes when they think of you. They're a little paralyzed by the patterns of the past, of things that have conspired. And they fear change, which has also been a pattern for them. They do not like things to change. And now things have deteriorated and become toxic. This person could also make themselves sick. I think Pal2's person also could make themselves sick and stiff in their joints because they're not being active. They're not moving. They're not doing anything because they sit and they are stuck on stupid almost, it feels. And I don't want to say stuck on stupid because that's not right. They're just a little stuck in the past. They're a little bit, they're not a little, they're very, very, very much afraid of change. And this felt like a big change for them. Maybe they were used to the pattern, whether it was toxic or not, of whatever you guys had together. But now they feel like a baby taking a step into a new world. And I think it makes them a little nervous or afraid. Maybe they really depended on you. That's why Baobab is here for survival, and it's reverse. And they feel like, a little lost. And then we have ginkgo. All right. The great power of the ginkgo. Oh, this is a whole history. I'm not reading the whole history of the ginkgo. Okay, let's get to what I want to know. All right, ginkgo has a lot to do with connecting to your roots and your origins. All right, and getting connected back to source. Like really, really reconnecting spiritually. This person is feeling lost and without direction because they're not reconnecting to source. They are feeling deserted by you. They really feel doubts and they're lacking any like drive to move forward or try anything new or different. They're really afraid. They are feeling very stuck and lost without your vibration or your energy. That's what's happening with them right now. Wow. So what did they bring into your life? I hope a lot better than that. All right. You have the high priest coming through. You have the two of wands. And you have the four of wands. Wow. So what vibration, what did they bring into your life? They first of all, they helped you to open up intuitively. You know, they helped you to really follow your gut. They gave you the ability to travel and maybe the fearlessness. I do feel with the two of wands, you weren't afraid to go after things you wanted to go embark on journeys and things like that. You also with the four of wands here, I feel like you felt like you could build a foundation, and through them you were able to see that you can create a stable foundation, a stable home, a stable career. They did make you feel like you could accomplish things. But at the same time, I can't help but to notice the fire in their hands where one is holding it and one is dropping it. And it does feel like that at one point you guys were on the same level and then you elevated and they didn't. And that's where there was a rift in the foundation, a break in the foundation. Yeah. All right. What advice do you have moving forward? And then I'll go get these kids something to drink. I got like 2 cups around me. Well, one of them's falling asleep on my bed. Lord knows I didn't want that. Okay, it says branch out. All right. Time to try new things and go beyond the horizon. So yeah, it's time to really, really let yourself have some new experiences in relationships and with people in general. I do feel like this was kind of something, this is something you're still healing from. So it's really time for you to broaden your horizon and not be afraid of letting in new energy. And then we have blessed. You have been blessed. Enjoy. All is well. Wow. So if you're nervous, if you're afraid of leaving this person behind, if you think that things are going to go horribly, this is your confirmation that all is well. You're blessed. Continue to move forward. You got like sun and sun. It just feels like a lot of joy coming in. Change your mindset. Forgive. Perhaps wait, give this some time, and then maybe this may be able to be reconciled and y'all could be friends. Whatever the case may be, no longer dwell on this. Let it go. Start your healing. All 3 piles, spiritual cleansing is imperative before the summer hits. So I would suggest maybe by the next new moon to have already cleansed or to be starting your cleansing. On that note, and if you need to know of a way I could give you the steam cleansing notes or advice, just message me or leave a comment or email me. All my information is in the description. Please click the thumbs up if this resonated with you, and even if it didn't, just to show your support of the channel, and subscribe if you're new here. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope this helped make some of this releasing and transformative energy that we are in right now feel a lot lighter. Peace. Blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Bye, y'all.